Well, we came ready for this election, but we are surprised that the material that is produced here cannot be confirmed to be the original result sheet. Because if you look at the governorship result sheet, it is photocopy in black and white. And INEC result sheet does not come in black and white, to my knowledge. The House of Assembly, the same. If you look at the incidence form, it's coming in the original and in colors, Now, this is of the 15 units in this ward, it is only 2 units that they have provided this fake result sheet. But in all other 13 units, they have not provided. In all other wards, they are not doing election. Election is being conducted in the house of Mr. Albert in Ididebusuk, in Idideb. Now, election is also being conducted, voting, not election, or filling of result sheet is being conducted also in the house of Ignatius Edet in Ibiono, in Ward 6, the Commissioner for Rural Development. In the entirety of this, they are not giving result sheet. Where they even gave some ballot papers, they are going around collecting it. But we've been able to manage this enough that they should not cause trouble with these coppers and with the audit, because they are just agents of INEC. I have called and complained to the Electoral Commissioner, Mr. Okojie. I've called and complained to him. Then I've called the AIG. The number they gave, he's not taking the call. I have called the divisional police officer. He's helpless. And the people who are going around collecting these result sheets are going around in convoy of policemen and people in army uniform, because I'm not in a position to confirm they're soldiers. So this is very, very, very depressing.
I'm the local government agent of APC here. I was an agent in the last election, and what happened was very awkward. In fact, one of the wards, we caught the man red-handed who confessed that he took materials, result materials and voting materials to the former Commissioner for Finance House. And to my amaze and surprise, the EO still gave him result sheet that was with him in his custody, because the result sheet were not sent. So this other time, we corrected one part of it, and the other part was arranged at the rack. We arranged the materials, sent the materials away to rack. In fact, as at 3:30, 3 o'clock, we were here, all the materials went to rack. To my amazement, my agent in the rack sent report that the orderlies of Obong Basi Albert went to the rack, forced the result sheet out from that place, and went to the respective rack. Basi Albert was took the zone of Ward 1 and 2 that was at the rack at Ward 1 and 2, while the former speaker did same in Ward 5, 6, and 4. And the PA to Basi Albert did same in Ikoroba. At the other end, Basi Albert went himself at Akwa and did same. So to my amaze, my grounds is that IG gave instruction. IG gave a very specific instruction that no police orderly should be found even at unit. But it is police orderly of Basi Albert numbering up to 6, and I wonder why just Senator-elect should have police orderly up to 6, numbering up to 6, use Nigerian guns to go and molest our defenseless people at the rack and cut away the result sheet. Now, the problem now is that people are now in their unit without result sheet.
My name is Umana Okonumana, the APC governorship candidate. And this is my polling unit in Ndia, in Nsurubium local government area of Akwa Ibom State. I have here the agent of my party who represented me at this polling unit. For a long time, voting materials, electoral materials were not brought, and that was also the position in many other units in Ibom local government area. And I received reports that the materials had been diverted and taken to the residence of Senator Ibom. And this was violently done by thugs who assaulted agents and INEC officials on their way to deliver the materials. We protested and waited for a long time, and then with the assistance of security personnel, we were able to trace the location where these materials had been taken to. And when they raided that location, they found out that they had already started thumbprinting. And this was being supervised by one captain in Ibom, the special assistant to Governor Akwa on security. He was overpowered, and the result sheets and materials brought to these units. The agent of our party now insisted that they should do a check of the materials before the process could commence. He confirmed that he could find the result sheets which were now returned, but the ballot papers, only 450 ballot papers could be found, whereas the PVC issued from this unit is 1,571 each. So only 450 ballot papers could be found, and the presiding officer could not account for the balance of ballot papers. The voters protested, and he was compelled to write a report confirming that indeed only 450 ballot papers out of 1,500. Yes, 5,000. Yes, 1571 could be found. So the voters obviously, and rightly so, said, well, this is a breach, and therefore they cannot continue with this process. It was at that point that the DPO now came with police, and then they took away all the materials. So I can confirm to you that in my unit, we have not had elections. It would have been okay if this had been an isolated incident. But I also want to report to you that I have received reports from everywhere in Akwa Ibom State. I have just spoken to Chief Don Etiebet, and he has confirmed to me that in Oruwanam local government, outside his own unit, electoral materials have not been provided in all the other units and in all the other wards of Oruwanam. They've been diverted and taken away. I've also spoken to former Governor Obongata, who has also confirmed that in Ibesipo, as Sultan local government, it is the same thing. No materials have been provided. Ibiono, very early when the materials were being escorted to the polling units, thugs intercepted the materials and took away the materials, the result sheets. This was confirmed by Senator Itainang, who spoke to NTA International and Radio Nigeria some time ago. This was confirmed. He was personally on ground to confirm this. And in some of the locations, when the original result sheets have been taken away, they return with photocopied result sheets of result sheets that have been printed locally, if they know that there's a prominent person in that unit. So this is a total sham, and all over Uyo, from our situation room, all over Ikotekpene Senatorial District, Ini, Ikotekpene itself, Oruwanam, I've just mentioned Oruwanam, Ukanafon, the 5 local governments of Oron, Eket, Ona, Ikorabasi, in Parenin. In fact, in all the 9 local governments of Oyo State district, it has been the same situation. In Parenin, Honorable Ben Arudo was able to rally security personnel who invaded the residence of a PDP official, and they were able to recover ballot papers. They were already done printing in that residence. Those ballot papers and materials have been taken to Ibawa because this was recovered by the army. So I would like to say that under the circumstances, we have not had any elections in Akwa Ibom, because you cannot have elections when you have not had accreditation. We have not had elections in Akwa Ibom. That is our position. From here, I am going to meet with the the electoral officer in my local government, Rubium, who should now be aware that accreditation has not taken place here because of incomplete materials. I have also written my reports and views based on the collation of the reports reaching our situation room from all the local governments in the states. I have done so, and I'll be proceeding to you to meet with the resident electoral commissioner to state our position that we cannot accept that we have had any elections in Akwa Ibom State. We call for the cancellation of the entire exercise, and then INEC should fix a proper date for elections. We have not had elections in Akwa Ibom State. I have also gone on social media, and I'm happy that independent reports, including the reports of this day, which I have seen, their Twitter, have given detailed reports from virtually all the 31 local governments in Akwa Ibom independently to confirm that we have not had elections in Akwa Ibom because electoral materials cannot be found. And I must say that the absence of electoral materials is a fundamental breach of the guidelines regulating the conduct of these elections. And it is on that score that I say that because of the widespread irregularities, the absence of result sheets and ballot papers, as you can now confirm in my own unit, as you can confirm that there is no way we can accept the outcome of these elections, and we therefore call for the cancellations.